All right, let's get our side dish ready for tonight's dinner. I'm going to add a couple of cups of bluebird flour, a teaspoon of garlic, a teaspoon of kosher salt, and a teaspoon of red chili powder. Any idea what I'm making? All right, well, we've got a couple of onions, and let me clean these up. I think I'm only going to use one of these onions. I'm going to separate these rings out. Yeah, you guessed it. We're going to make some onion rings. And for my beer batter, I'm going to use some Yingling Lager. And this 2 cups is going to take more than 1 can, so we're going to use 1 can and a little bit more. Get it kind of pancake consistency. You want your onion rings to sit on top. We're going to fry these at about 360 to 380 degrees for a few minutes and take them out, and look at that. All right, look at those. Let's get this going. Hey, welcome to Man Kitchen Recipes. I am Kevin, and tonight I'm doing a collaboration with George at 805 Barbecue Junkie. And we talked and talked. We were going to do some smoked hamburgers, but we decided to do some smash burgers. So tonight, that's what I'm doing. Some more smash burgers. We're going to do a special smash burger. I'm also doing up some onion rings, as you've already seen, and to serve with our smash burgers. And I'm going to use a couple of New York steaks that I needed to use out of my freezer. Let's go get them ground up. Let's make those meat, the little 3-ounce balls. We'll come back out, we'll get them on the Blackstone, and get these smashing. All right, I'm going to use some New York steak for this smash burger video. I'm going to cut it up in chunks, feed it through the grinder, just like that. And once this is all the way through, I'm going to change out my blade to a smaller grind, and then I'm going to add some SPG to the ground New York steak and feed it through one more time. And we're going to get a nice consistency. This is only going to be about a 90-10. There's not a whole lot of fat in here. And then we're going to weigh them up to 3-ounce balls. All right, there we go. Got my onion rings ready. I've got my New York steak smash burger patties ready, or balls ready. Let's get these on. Let's get these cooking. Let's get this done. And I've also got some, hey, it's New Mexico, right? Also going to grill some onions with some green chili. Let's get them on the Blackstone. All right, let's get our meatballs down on the Blackstone Griddle. I'm going to let them sit for about 15 seconds and flip them all over. A little crust started for the other side. And then you want to smash them for at least 10 seconds. And we're going to let them cook for a little bit. These will probably cook for 1 to 2 minutes on this side. Got to get my onions and my green chilies on here. I'm just going to add my onions and green chilies to the griddle. I like my onions grilled. My wife likes hers raw. How do you like yours? You like grilled onions or raw onions? Anyway, after a couple of minutes, we can flip these patties over and look at that nice crust on there. And right as soon as I flip my patties, I add my Monterey Jack cheese or whatever cheese you want to use. I add them right away. Let's get these onions and green chilies stirred up a little more. There we go. And a little overhead. Look at that. Cheese is starting to melt already. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to get that green chili and onion and add it to the top of our patties. Stack mine. I'm having a double meat, double cheese. Add the onion and green chili on top of that, and some for my wife. Okay, don't want to waste any. I'm going to take these other patties off for another day. I'll set these to the side. Okay, I cleaned my griddle off. I'm going to add some olive oil from my olive oil bottle. Compliments of Tom Garvey, the keto cook, and his wife Marie. Thank you so much, you guys. We absolutely love that bottle. Well, sometimes I use butter, but most of the time I just use olive oil on the griddle for our buns. And look at that. Toast them up. Perfect. There you go. See that? Perfect. All right, now let's fix up the burger for my wife. She just does the single patty. She usually doesn't do cheese, but she said that was okay with the Monterey Jack. So, all right, let's get mine built. I got my double meat, double cheese, double green onions, or green chili and onions. I'm also going to add some red tomato on top of there from the garden. Look at that. Okay, so don't leave just yet. There's my green chili and onion with fresh garden tomato on my smash burger. But I don't know, have any of you watched, I know some of you watch Triple D, and have you seen the episode at, I think it's called Joey's Gizzard City in Michigan? It's a cafe, and in that episode they make deep fried hamburgers. They deep fry the hamburger patty and all that, and well, Guy Fieri, well, let me just show you what he did. Okay, now this is what Guy Fieri did. I've never done it before, so let's hope this works. I still have some of my beer batter left. Gonna coat my burger with it. Just like that, the whole thing, tomatoes, green chilies, and everything. And we're gonna put it in the deep fryer. Woo, that didn't work. It fell apart. So that's okay. I'm gonna still deep fry the lid on this. I'm gonna get that batter nice and crispy. And let's check out the rest of it. The rest of it stayed together. The lid just popped off. Look at that. It almost worked. I thinned out my batter, so I'm thinking maybe that's why the lid popped off. If my batter was thicker like it was on the onion rings, maybe it would have stayed together. I may or may not try this again, but it sure does look good. You just want to drain the excess oil off of it. There's the bottom half. All right. Well, there you go. There's my deep fried smash burger. All right, well, it kind of worked, but it didn't work like it was supposed to. It wasn't supposed to fall apart, but there it is. There's a deep fried smash burger. Okay, well, let's see what this thing looks like on the inside. Look at that. Oh yeah. There you go. Deep fried smash burger with onion, green chili, tomato, Monterey Jack cheese. Let's take a bite. All right, there you go. I don't know what you're doing, George, but I hope you like this one. Didn't quite go as planned, but it almost did. If the lid would have stayed on like it did on the episode of Triple D, it would have been just like it. It looks like it. It's deep fried. Check that out. Let's take a bite, see what it tastes like. Oh my goodness. That burger, a New York steak. Man, I know, not everybody's gonna do that, but I needed to use it up. I didn't want to just cook it normal. I had a collaboration to do. So there we go. Deep fried smash burger. So good. Don't leave. And I was able to make some onion rings on the side burner that I added to my Blackstone. What do you think of those? Those are beer battered. Let's give them a try. These are incredible. Okay, well, there you go. Smash burger and onion rings. George, cheers to you, buddy. Y'all come back Mondays and Thursdays. Got more recipes to come. Thanks for joining. Like and subscribe. Hopefully, we'll see you on the next video.